Mr. Bipin Matthews, Mr. Jose Barapuza, Mr. Joseph George, Mr. KG Sajid, and my very close friend Sabine, distinguished guests, ladies, gentlemen. The previous speakers here have spoken about the independence of Australia, of India, and what it means to us, and how we should be celebrating and learn, celebrate the culture and achievements of India. India was, as we all know, that India was became independent on 15th of August. But what is real independence? Why did we have to be independent? India, as one of my previous speakers talked about, India was under British rule for 300 years. But if we go back to history from 1,000 years BC, we will see that India has been ruled by people who have come to India from various parts of the world. Before the British, it was the Mughals from the 1500 to about the Palashis fight, whenever I can't remember the exact year. And before that, there are the Afghans, the Turks, and even if we go to the history of Guptas and Ashoks and all that, they also came from various other places as well. So India has been a country that has seen people coming from various parts of the world and making the country as their own. And that has been the assimilation has been one of the key strengths of India. As you know, the Indian religion, which is Hinduism, some call a particular religion, but it is not really a religion in the sense that Christianity or Buddhism is a religion. It's a set of values, and any particular person following any particular faith can be a Hindu, provided that person believes that yes, everybody should have equal opportunity, and there are some fundamental values there that everyone has God reflected in that person, and we all should have the equal blessings of God, and everyone is born into the reflection of God, image of God. But I'm not delving into all of that. Religion is not my forte. I do not want to get into that. In Tagore's words, why India wanted to be independent, why we needed an independent India was this. Regardless of where we come from, whether we are Parsis, Zoroastrians, or the ancestors of the Mughals, or descendants of any other particular people, we wanted India independent, so that as an independent state where our minds would be fearless, where our heads could be held high, where knowledge would be free, where the words would come out from the depth of truth. Why we also needed it? So that as a people, as one people, as Indians, India could rise to the fullest glory of its former self. That is how it was during the Guptas or in the merger's time. And even when Victoria was the Queen of Elizabeth, India was one of the richest countries in the whole world based on per capita income. But I thought today, I have been here for about 27, 28 years. And I thought that rather than talking about independence of India, I would talk about independence of us here as human beings. What does it mean? What is independence? And how we can achieve independence here? If we can be independent, if we can achieve our potential here as independent people, then we can do a lot for our friends, our family here, as well as the worthwhile cause that was mentioned, supporting our family, friends and country in India.